In this video, I'm going to show you how I built this garden from scratch over the summer. And I'm showing it to you in the winter because what I learned is the deer love rhododendron in the winter. And I had a few planted in this area and they have been chewed on and nibbled by the deer, and those are all deer tracks going through there. So the lesson I learned is when you plant rhododendron or over the winter, you need to protect them, put burlap. But I did not. So that is a lesson learned, and I will correct that next year. But in the meantime, let's go back to warmer weather when there's no snow, and I'll show you how I created this and built it over the summer. I'm finally focusing on this area. Just a reminder, this building is our neighbor's. It is literally on the property line. We put up the white fence, we put up the flag, the plant boxes, and the shutters on the windows. We planted the white pines right here a few years ago, and I have a stick fence started behind it, which I will continue to add stuff to, and the sticks go up this high, and I'm just going to keep piling debris as we cut it, so that's going to be ongoing. This is an arborvitae right here that I had in a pot. It had been in a pot for years, and it survived. This is all ledge here. This is ledge. This is ledge. So I am filling this in with dirt. I'm going to make a stone wall in the front to hold that. I'm going to backfill with dirt. And then this will be the starting point. The rest of this is going to progress. All of these rocks, I think, are going to go to the back to create a back border to not touch the building. This is all ledge on the front. And then I will plant in front of it. We are in shade here, so I have to put in shade plants, and I've researched for what those are going to be. But I've started with the arborvitae that I had in the pot because this does get sun on this end. But I'm slowly going to tackle this, and we will follow the progress. I wasn't planning on recording the work in action, but I thought it would be helpful. Doing these projects on my own, I have to be a little bit more clever about how I move stuff. Like this big stone, I just can't pick it up and carry it over here. So these are my two favorite tools. This 4-tine fork, so to speak, and the hoe. These are vintage, so these are rugged. This is how I move bigger rocks. I just will tilt it and then just roll it. If it's nearby, I will just do it this way. But if I was moving it over there, which I have, I put it on the plastic sled and I'll drag it behind the Kubota. But for this, I'm just moving them from this pile, this was over there, to this area. Sometimes the fork is better. The fork has a little bit more grip to it. This thing is really cool. You gotta watch out for your toes. Always gotta watch where I'm stepping. Every surface over here is very uneven. Okay, I think that's close enough. Just gonna give a quick hose to the front. Coming in closer so you can see, but here's the ledge here. Those are the stones I added. This is ledge here, so that'll come around. I think that is a rock. I'm gonna leave it, then I'll continue around with rock, and then that'll be one continuous planting area. I'm just gonna start moving some big stones. I got the plastic sled, so I'm just gonna start pulling stones out of here and then see what I find. I'm gonna start with this big guy here. I might just pull the rocks down to the front because I'm gonna go with gravity. Let's see where this goes. I got a few more big rocks on there just using that method. Let's take a look. Not bad. I got some more stones out, piled a few more on. Still have to come around here and it'll be good. Back in the shade garden with this dirty dog, oh my goodness, who loves fresh dirt. I am pulling all the rock forward and back. So we have ledge outcropping here, ledge at the very back, and this is a dead zone between the building on the property line and this new garden. So this area here, I am just going to leave that mulched, and it's a buffer. The new planting bed starts here. I'm leveling this out and pulling out rocks. This is where the new shade garden will be developed with rhododendron. And then it will end here. The Kubota and garden work area will remain in this shady area, which will be neatened up. The big rocks have been pulled forward out of the pile. And I will use those in the front as a wall and then start grass off of that. So it is slow, but it's methodical. So I'm working on getting very large rocks out. This is my method. I loosen it. I started putting in the stones here in the front of the garden bed, and I'm going to continue using these rocks that we pulled out. I am not a stone wall builder. I am a rock pile person. It's a start. It's far from done, but I did go all the way from side to side. A lot of fill is needed. It got a little wonky at one end, but I'm leaving it because I'm hot and I'm tired. Got to do some backfilling and filling in all the voids with smaller rocks. Oh, she loves the dirt. September 1st. Here's where we are with the new shade garden. It looks pretty good. Over to the left in front of the fence are some of the plantings. So the truckload of dirt was piled as far back as it could go. And we spent a few hours today, mainly whiskey, shoveling the dirt from the front into the garden bed. We've got the dirt up there. I've got to spread it around so it's not a big pile. The last of the stones to pick up. Belle, as usual, in the fresh dirt. So brought the stone around. Like I said, it's a stone pile just to hold the dirt. And then I'll plant grass seed in the area where Belle is. But this will be the parking, and we'll put down wood chips. I've got it pretty much leveled out. The 3 sticks are where the balsam firs will approximately go. I set the plants out. I think the spacing is good. And then I will fill in the front row with some more things, but we need room for those plants to grow and then a lot of mulch and grass seed in the very front. Whiskey just showed up with all this pachysandra he dug out from the other area he's working, so I'm going to plant this, stuff this in right in the ground here. I have mulch down up to where the balsam firs are going to be planted. And a lot of wood chipping was done, which is amazing, to fill in this gap between the neighbor's outbuilding and the new garden area. So that is like a no man's land. Nothing can grow there.
That's good. Let's roll it. Yeah, if you spin it towards you. Push this off the edge if you pick it up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Wow,
Okay.
pretty good. The shade garden is complete for now. I'm letting the leaves pile on the garden bed for over winter and to be picked up again in the spring.